Oh, I never did a sound check, but I'm assuming since I never changed the settings, it's fine. Hey, all.
I see one blank square with no name.
Everybody's coming in.
Yeah, that is peculiar.
It's Maggie. Oh,
Okay.
I never did a sound. Assuming I never changed.
No, it's Tasia.
Tasia! Drasia! Hey.
Okay. I am just real quick gonna post the YouTube link now that it's started in the Facebook group, so that way anybody that wants to do it that way can, and then we'll get started.
Very smart.
Hi, everybody.
Love the hat.
Here comes Kayla. Okay. It's very quiet in here. Hello. This computer is very slow. My best Moira Rose voice. We finally finished, by the way. I won't.
Ooh,
I'll wait.
Okay. We finally started season 6, so no spoilers. We've only seen like 2 episodes so far.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it then next week. There's not that many. So I'm sure you'll be
14, I think, yeah.
Yeah, 14, but they're half hour each, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad.
Okay. Hey friends, I'm just posting the link in the groups for anybody that didn't want to. Sorry, there's no way to get the link until we go live, which I feel like is a flaw in the Zoom system, and maybe someday they will fix it, but for now,
yeah,
it is what it is.
They have no incentive to update the product. We have to use it anyway.
Well, they've been doing a really good job. Okay, there we
Have
are.
they?
Okay.
I don't know. I actually don't use
Yeah, it's very user
Zoom nearly as much as you'd think I would.
Can you guys just talk real quick so I can get a sound check thing for you? Sorry.
Words and words and words and words.
Okay, I don't think they're being picked up. Sorry.
Words
Hi, and welcome to the tribe.
Sorry.
Words and words and
All right. Well, you guys are low. We'll figure it out.
I don't think I was also speaking terribly loudly. I can raise my volume if that helps.
Okay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Ready to get started? All right. Tradition. Sing along. Vagina. Titties.
Titties!
200. Broadsgiving.
Well done.
Thank you, kind minstrel.
In the right key and everything.
Yes, we had a little practice sesh beforehand, and the right key was not to be had at first. But
Little sound check. It's been a while. How does it go?
Hello and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. Welcome to our broad Zoom table. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. How is it going? As we know, this is season 5, episode 20, episode number 200. Can you believe it?
I can't believe that it's 200. That it's just, I was thinking about it today. It is amazing.
It's kind of crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. No, it really is. As I was coming upstairs for this, I sent Frank the link. I don't see him here though, but he was like, "Oh, I remember when you were doing the 100th." It's like, yeah,
You know, that is crazy.
100 episodes ago we did that.
yes, exactly.
Okay, this is going to sound actually really weird and unlike me and very unprepared, but when was our 100th?
I believe I can find that out.
Okay. Everybody is very good at
Thank you, Google Docs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everybody is very good at looking that up for me, as we've learned with the broad topics. Quick, somebody give me an updated voter count. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, maybe in the next 100 episodes, we'll get ourselves an intern.
Oh,
Look up that
I like
stuff
it.
on the fly.
All right, I have an answer for you.
Okay, when
We
was it?
recorded our 100th episode. It was season 3, episode 10 on September 6th, 2018.
Okay, so
Huh.
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know why that's so interesting, but it just is. So is season 3, episode 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And we're season 5, episode 20.
yeah. So party
yeah,
like
makes
it's our
sense.
first birthday, which we called it. Going in now to see what we talked about.
I got the outline.
You just said special guest, big news, sappy emails, and much more.
I wonder who the special guest was.
I don't know. It probably wasn't Jay. I wouldn't bill him as a special guest. Oh, Matt. Didn't Matt Eichhoff show up?
Maybe.
I mean, that makes sense. Did he
Now
have
he-
maybe he
his
had
own
a top,
edge
did he
competing
have a top 5 list for our 100th episode?
Oh man,
Maybe.
that would have been great. I'm not seeing it in the outline, but again, if it was impromptu, then that would make sense. As I'm looking at this outline, though, I am noticing some people who wrote in for our 100th who did not write in for our 200th. Not that
Oh,
I'm
did we get a sappy got email? Is that what it was?
throwing any. We did
I
get a
believe
sappy got email. Yes.
Yeah.
Greg wrote in. Mandy wrote in. Just saying. No shade,
I
but
don't
a
think
little
I
bit of
pimped
shade.
this up as much as I did for the 100th one.
To be fair, I do feel like 100 is kind of different than 200. 200 is great and it's weird and it's awesome. But 100, like the first time you get to 100 of something,
when you add that third digit.
So what you're saying
exactly
is that this is like, you turn like 16, 21, 30, and then like everything until like 50 is like nothing.
Isn't 40 a big deal?
Is 40 a big deal? I thought 30
Can be.
used to be over the hill. Because I remember.
No, 40 is over the hill.
40 is the new 30.
Is it though? Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
in the mind of the eye of the beholder.
Also, another side note, I promised I wasn't going to do tangents, but I'm just noticing that on our 100th show, we were calling the facey back farting in your facey back. And I just feel like I had to share that. And now I do promise that I will cut my tangents short.
No, that was a great one. Yes.
Yeah, there was a reason for it, and I can't remember why.
I can think of a couple of farting in your face stories, so
And we also had the Fartgate was back in 2018.
Oh my god, fart.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Which Randy
Lest we
pointed out
forget.
as did JP, who said we've matured in 100 episodes. That's true. I feel like
so.
in 200 episodes, I have matured a bit. I don't curse nearly as gratuitously anymore. I mean, I still do, but it's not as much as it used to be.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Moderation
Yeah, less poop
comes with
jokes.
maturity. Oh,
Definitely less poop jokes.
that's true.
Well,
I
we
don't
don't have
think
as
we've
much
mentioned a
poop in my
squatty
life.
potty in years.
Hey, speaking of poop, so Alex Nocturnal story, here we go. We
Oh,
put
dear.
the pot, as you know, we put the little potty in his room. So he got up at 12:30 last night, totally went to the bathroom, got back in bed completely pantsless, slept all night completely pantsless, and didn't wet the bed at all. And then got up at 6:30 and went in the potty again. So yeah.
Amazing.
Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, so there's nothing interesting about my poop stories anymore. Like there's nothing dramatic about it. It's all very like smooth.
That's great.
Yeah.
Smooth
Yeah.
poop.
Maggie, I'm
that's-
sure Maggie is in the Zoom call. I'm sure she could tell me something about how second children just, get potty trained much easier or something. Is that a thing?
I think it honestly just depends on the kid, but I think it probably is specifically because they've got an example,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, this one doesn't want to get yelled at like his brother does, so he very clearly picked that up. Anyway, I'm so sorry that we got, almost seven minutes in, and I neglected to mention that we are live on Zoom at our Zoom table. In order of appearance on my screen, we have Randy, Judy, JP, Ro, Matt, Maggie, Kayla, Tasia. I love your hair.
Me
Jana
too.
and Jim. Hello. Thank you guys for joining us. We're also live on YouTube right now. If anybody is out there and wants to make a comment, you can do that too. And if somebody can remember to get a screenshot of this, I keep forget all the broad topics. I always forgot. So, but I do want one. Anyway, yes. So here we are. It's Broadsgiving. It's one of my favorite episodes of the year. Every year it's a bit of excitement. This year, 2020 has been so exciting, and so many things have just continued to happen that I don't know what could beat that. But I did actually want to share something that I think sort of sums up 2020 in a really nice and more positive way. For and it was, I thought 2020 would be the year that I got everything I wanted. Now I know 2020 is the year that I appreciate everything that I have.
Oh,
I really like that.
yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I wanted to just pass that forward. I'm thankful that we made it to 200 episodes. Again, crazy. And I'm really grateful how many people are joining us like over video now versus, just over YouTube, including Greg, who is joining us. Here he comes.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah. Since it's nighttime and I'm going to bed right after this anyway, I've got champagne.
Perfect. Little sleep serum.
Woo, cheers, everybody. I did want to do a toast at the end or something. And Jay, who doesn't do shots or anything, said that he would do a tequila shot in honor of the broadcast whenever it was the time. So that should be fun. But anyway.
I don't know where God is, but I have his tequila, so.
I have his glass. But yeah, how is it going? Anybody out there have anything? Otherwise, I've got like multiple tabs of fun things that we can pull up.
I have an update that I'm grateful for. It's not like my grateful for section, but last episode I talked about how my Claddagh ring broke.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I have a ring update.
Oh, it sounds like a good one too.
Yeah. I emailed the store and sent some pictures and stuff, and you can, clearly see their mark and everything on it. Explained what happened and just kind of asked like what, if anything, could be done. And right away she was like, "I'm so sorry, we'll send you a replacement."
Nice.
That's
posted today. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Very excited. Yeah. It's much easier than I thought. And I actually took it to a store to get sized because I couldn't remember what size it was exactly. And she was like, "Well, if it doesn't work out, just bring it back. We can solder that for like $20." Like, oh my God.
That's
all these possibilities. Just have to ask.
Excellent. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is something to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Does anybody decorated for the holidays yet? Whichever holiday you celebrate?
No.
We have two strings of Christmas lights that are just permanently up, like around the window and around like the
Are they white?
stairwell. One of them's white and one of them's color. Like around the window is multicolor, and then around like the stairwell area is white. So those are just always there.
Nice.
I do love the low key show of decorations we're getting here in the videos.
What,
I've seen a chocolate Santa. I've seen Tasia's lovely festive Thanksgiving display. They're lovely, guys. They're really great.
I started in the back. I put lights up, which you can't really see very well. I've got a sleigh. I changed my flowers out for obnoxiously gaudy freaking poinsettias. You can see there's like sparkly ones.
No such thing as a gaudy poinsettia. They're all beautiful.
I know by nature they're gaudy.
They're beautiful.
Here comes Susan. As Jay points out every year, he's like, they were invented in San Diego. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm told. Yeah, I don't know. I've got my little tree. I don't know. I got my RBG as my Santa. So
That's awesome.
So wait, does RBG have a Santa hat?
no. It's the figure that I actually have here. So you can't see it, but I have a gazillion boxes sitting next to me because I now have a list of like 7 things I need to take to the post office, including the 2 RBG things for you. The thing for you, Greg. My dad left some stuff here that I need to mail. I need to send something back that I bought that broke within 2 weeks. So I need to send that back. Like I've got like next to me, there's a huge pile, and I'm really glad that nobody can see it because it looks like I'm about to move as well. Like Kayla, who said that in the chat that she's not decorating yet. I think Maggie and Matt both said everything is right after Thanksgiving. Usually we are Black Friday decorators too, but because I don't know, we just wanted to bring in the cheer a little bit early this year.
I am
Yeah.
all for this. Yeah,
Definitely. I've noticed a lot of lights going up in my neighborhood, and I think everyone is kind of just like, well, fuck it.
Mhm.
We're starting now. Christmas music, as far as I'm concerned, can start as early as July if you really want to. So now we're like in the swing of things. Like this is like hardcore Christmas music time. So that's going on. We are staying here this year, so we could maybe for the first time ever get a tree.
Ooh,
You should.
you really should.
We really should. It's just like the cats. We'll see. We'll see. It would be fun.
So I
do love me a good Christmas tree to go along with my Christmas music, but it's just yeah.
Well, my
Yeah, the
kids are
logistics
worse
of it.
with the tree than
Yeah.
Zoe. Zoe doesn't care too much about it. She sits behind it, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Captain has never had an issue with the tree. He likes to like climb under it and like just chill.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so maybe
I
I'm
think
just
also 'cause
inventing
he's-
problems.
But he's he's a chubby man. He doesn't like to climb things.
So, but is your tree real or fake? Because ours is fake. So I always wonder. But we have the little things that we put in like on the inside that make it smell real, like the little like sticks that like. make
Okay.
it
Yeah.
smell. But Zoe doesn't care. She's like, whatever.
No, we always get a real tree. We always spring for a real tree. I'm a little bummed because I feel like this year we probably won't just because of moving and
Yes, Amanda is also moving.
I am also moving, which is
2
a real bummer because I think I would be with you and be team like let's put out the decorations. But yeah,
But you have to pack things up versus
right. But
You
thankfully,
unpack them.
the Christmas stuff is all boxed in their own boxes, so I know
Mhm.
exactly where they are, and they're going to be like some of the first things I unpack.
There you
So
Nice.
there will be
Perfect.
decorations.
And if you decorate for Christmas, it just punts it for like 3 weeks having to decorate for real.
Yeah, there might be a few things I might take out here. Like we have like some Christmas throw pillows that I might like put on the couch. Like just Daniel is laughing. I don't think he likes that idea, but shh, don't tell him.
I think you should. I'm excited. I have like most of my Christmas stuff is stuff that my mom has made for us. There's an advent calendar, like a big one that I need to get chocolate for, and that will go up. But that can't go up before December 1st. I mean, I guess it could go up before December 1st. I just couldn't start it.
Then it's just like a wall tapestry until December 1st.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
why am I putting limitations on myself? Oh my God. Yeah, this is.
And when all
the
else
opening of-
fails, freaking decorate yourself. Good job, Kayla. I like it.
No limitations. Oh, look at Kayla. Oh, I have those 2 upstairs. Oh, I should text Jay to bring them down and
Nice.
do the-
I like it.
or just in general. Yeah. So I totally had a train of thought that I just forgot because I got very excited by Kayla's lights, which
They're really
obviously
pretty.
I am like
They're
squirrels,
awesome.
sparkly lights. All right. So I was looking for different things, and since Thanksgiving is this week, there was, of course, I don't know if anybody remembers from a couple of years ago, there were like Twitter things that was how to ruin Thanksgiving in 4 days. And I don't remember us reading them. I feel like we'd read how to have like a political talk or something a couple of years ago.
Yes, that one I do remember.
We wrote like there were like little postcards that we read off of. So I thought that some of these were actually really funny and safe because we're, trying to be more fun for the end of the year. So, everybody ready? And I can't see your faces because I've got the screen over the screen. So you better laugh for me. Okay. Okay. Everything is low carb.
Oh,
Get it? Because you don't go to Thanksgiving for low carb.
no, you don't.
No.
Sorry. I am desperately trying to make it fit the Zoom and the Chrome fit on the same screen because I don't like being able to not see people's reactions.
What about if you shared
Here we go. I
shared
got
the
it.
screen?
I got it.
Okay.
Did you put them next to each other? That's what I do when I'm reading a book to my kids. I put the two things next to each other, and I can see both.
I am now. I didn't know originally, but I have learned. Oops, sorry. Also, I just clicked on the metronome.
That's what I thought that was. I was like, that sounds like a metronome.
GarageBand has a metronome feature because it's not supposed to be for this. It's supposed to be for making fake music or real music through that. But yeah,
you can tell you're a choir kid when you knew exactly what that was. It was like waiting for a MIDI to start.
Yeah. Oh yes. Okay, let's see. We're out of alcohol. Let's see what else. How's that PhD coming? When are you graduating? Got a job yet? So you're still single? What about men's rights?
Ooh.
Let's talk about politics. I'm not racist, but is this lettuce romaine? Let's see what else. We use Go Veggie cheese.
Hey, if you're gonna eat a dairy-free cheese, Go Veggie is the best of them.
Is
I
it?
must say,
I've never had it, but I feel like I'm definitely on the verge of needing to use it.
It is, yeah. It is out of all of the, yeah. That one is my favorite.
I brought you salad. Let's see. Sorry, I'm on some of these are okay. The potatoes are instant, which I've had instant potatoes. They're pretty good. You put enough butter and salt on anything, it's fine.
Oh, but it's not the same.
It's not, but
and I mean, it's one of my favorite parts of Thanksgiving. Like, I feel like that can't be Instafied. No.
I'm trying to think like what other sort of like shortcut things would be more tolerable.
Amanda, did you pre-gravy this year?
Not yet, but I think I'm going to, because now
Okay.
that we're staying here for Thanksgiving.
Okay. I didn't know if the move was going to affect anything or not, or.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're Thanksgiving here. So I'm like, I guess I'm going to have to pre-gravy it up.
Yeah.
You can't have mashed potatoes without gravy on Thanksgiving. I mean, you can have it like that any other time of the year, but on Thanksgiving, you can't. It's just
you need the gravy.
You need the gravy.
I would say though, on things that you can maybe shortcut, green bean casserole. You don't need to go fancy. You can just like get.
Tasha's trying to show us
stovetop stuffing.
Unmute yourself, girlfriend. I can't.
Cranberry sauce. Oh yeah, cranberry sauce should come from a can. If it doesn't have the rings around it, I don't know what to do with it. Yes.
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Sometimes we just need a little low class, So I don't know
if anybody is following this, but we are in the Jay and Jack Facebook group doing a best Thanksgiving sides thing that Margaret suggested, and I was that much busier than I thought I was last week, and I meant to put this out a full week ago, so we're a little behind, but I don't know, all of these things sound delicious. So if you're a member of the Jay and Jack Facebook group and want to vote on sides, please feel free. We're only on day 2 as of recording this, so it's gonna be another week at least. Let us know. So far, all of the top seeds won the first round, and that would be mashed potatoes, biscuits, green bean casserole, and mac and cheese. All things that I personally love. So yay. And then JP added onto our ruined Thanksgiving in 4 words, and that was, well, Fox News said. Yeah, unless if your family is somewhat wise about how it sounds to say that, and they're like, well, we heard people are saying.
Are they though? Are they really?
Technically, they are. There was also a Reddit thread of what food do you think that people swear by, but they swear by, but they only pretend to like? Or what food do you swear people only pretend to like? I mean, there was some real gross stuff on there that I was like, I don't think people pretend to like this.
Like what?
Like,
I know, I'm intrigued.
Jellied eels.
Ugh.
Right?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't even know what that is, but I just feel like I don't want it.
Wait. So in the chat, JP is saying mushroomed and Susan's saying creamed anything. Are you guys talking about food that are yummy or that they just pretend to like? And you can unmute also and tell us too. We're not picky.
They pretend to like it.
Mushrooms are disgusting.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Jay likes mushrooms too, but do you like mushrooms because you're a vegetarian? Like, and they're good stuff. You can like saute them or like season them with the same things you can season meat.
I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I liked mushrooms when I was eating meat.
Okay, because Jay doesn't do red meat very much anymore, but he really likes mushrooms as like a substitute for all the things you can flavor like meat with.
See, I think that's like because there's 2 types of people that don't eat meat. There's like people that like don't eat meat because they don't like the taste of it, and there's like I don't need a meat substitute because I don't like meat. Okay,
gotcha.
Yeah, I feel like mushrooms could really go either way though. Like I see both sides of the argument. Good people on both sides. Of
exactly. This might be the only case where that's a thing.
Like sometimes mushrooms are delicious depending on how they're cooked, and then sometimes the texture just like makes my skin want to crawl. So it's just either or.
Okay, fair.
Both sides.
And then as far as cream things go, I actually like do I feel like I might like some cream things. Okay, I reserve the right to pay attention next time I have the option to eat a creamed thing.
Yeah, Colleen, I think you're fooling yourself there. If you don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my go-to. Like I think it's one of those things that you would take to be polite, but I wouldn't like seek it out on my own. I think.
Like creamed what?
Corn, wheat, spinach.
Okay.
I don't know, what are the other big creamed?
I mean, creamed wheat is like breakfast. Like we're.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a good example. I was just, my brain was, trying to find proper examples, and that one came up first.
I asked, you answered. Yes, no, I should not. Yeah.
Okay, Greg's answer is dirty, and I'm interested in that. So hold that thought. Judy said that her grandma used to make really good creamed potatoes. What's a creamed potato? Honestly, like, I don't know. Oh, you're muted.
So it's a cooked potato. It's a cooked potato in a really creamy sauce.
But it's
like kind of like au gratin, but creamy?
Sort of, yeah, sort of. I mean, it's a little like a mashed potato, but not.
Sounds delicious to me.
It does sound delicious.
That does sound delicious. So follow up, Susan. Do you mean creamed vegetables? Do you want to amend that to creamed vegetables?
Yes, because creamed corn and creamed spinach are really kind of nasty. So, yeah.
So is creamed spinach then like a dip?
Well, the dip is different. The spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah.
That's different from the creamed spinach dish, which is, I guess, a little more watery. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope I'm
would
not
ag-
having
I would
another
agree with
cheesecake
that.
moment. I think I really haven't had cream spinach though. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Um,
you're not missing much, I don't think. In my opinion, anyway.
Fair. Does anybody else have a food that they think that people only like because they have to?
Well, JP is asking why the hell people would dip a pizza in ranch, and my answer to that is
All the time. It's amazing.
you can
Just the
dip
crust.
anything in ranch.
Just the crust.
No, you can
Because then it's like
Just
a
the
bread.
tip.
Because just the
Amanda's just the tip on
tip.
this.
Just the tip.
I'm for the whole enchilada. I mean,
Like a
I don't
breadstick.
regularly. I don't regularly do that, but why the hell not? Like ranch is good on anything.
Oh my God, we do. So we do pizza and movie night every Friday, and because pizza's expensive, we generally just do like Bluestone. And I put ranch. I like put like the ranch. Like here's the pizza slice. Pretend that's a pizza slice, and here's
Sure.
the plate with ranch, and I just go like this, and then I lift it up and I eat it, and then with every bite I put a little bit more ranch on it, and it's delicious. And that's why pizza and ranch are good. Yeah,
Yeah,
complete with source material and everything.
nice.
Well, now, but we're talking. So that's like a frozen pizza, right? Would
Yeah.
you apply that same thinking for like if you went to a pizza parlor and like ordered a pizza to go? Like, would you do the same
It depends.
treatment?
Depends. If I got just a regular like cheese slice or pepperoni, like plain or pepperoni,
Yeah.
from a real New York pizza place or whatever, probably not, but I would only do the crust. So yes, I can see in this case, your experience and your lived life, whatever, yes, totally on your side. But if I'm getting like a buffalo chicken pizza or something, then I'm gonna put the ranch on because you can't have buffalo sauce without ranch, dude. That's just crazy.
That's fair. Yeah, I support that.
Yeah. So, anyway, I forgot where I was. Other things on here was cilantro, which sometimes I think people really don't love cilantro because we've had recipes with cilantro and like I've forgotten it or not done it, and you can't really tell.
Oh, dude, cilantro's so good.
You can't tell if you forget it.
It's a
Oh,
cool
I
thing.
disagree.
Some people think cilantro tastes like soap to them.
That is what this actually Reddit comment, the rest of it said. I just
Yeah.
edited it for not having to edit it later. It was that it tasted like soap.
That's like a thing that it's just like the chemical makeup of different people make them. It
Yeah,
tastes like soap
I
to
bet
them.
you that's a 23andMe thing. Like I bet you.
Oh, it probably is. Yeah, totally.
Kayla said her roommate used to taste soap, and Susan said it's a genetic thing. So yeah, it must be.
Yep.
Um,
There it is.
Another thing was
I got the good genes on something. I can taste cilantro. Yes.
maybe I always thought that I could, but maybe I can't if I never notice it when I forget it. But Jay, we don't always do it. JP says kombucha, which kombucha is gross. I don't
Yeah.
I'll co-sign that.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
And expensive. Like what?
Oh my God,
It is expensive.
Come on.
right now.
Come on. Come on.
JP, did you really only say that because you saw Maggie drinking it? Yes, he did.
Of course he did. No, Maggie's
seriously,
like,
if
I
I'm
don't
gonna-
care. I'm gonna keep on enjoying it.
If I'm gonna pay that much for a beverage, I'm gonna have one that tastes good. Sorry, Maggie.
More for me. I know you just have to find the one that you like. I mean, they're different kinds, and you just have to find the one you like. Nope, I like them. So it's my coffee.
Same.
I don't drink coffee, so I drink kombucha. So there we go.
There you go.
The guava one is bomb, have to say. That's what got me into them. You gotta have the right flavor. Some of them are just, but the boozy ones are great.
Okay, fair enough. Shit. This is the second time now that I've actually actively lost my train of thought. What were we talking about just before?
You were talking about creamed food. We
Cilantro.
were
Cilantro.
cilantro.
Genetics.
Gin
Okay,
honey.
well, while we're going through that, I was scrolling down and kombucha was also the next thing that I saw on this Reddit thread. Also like things like black licorice. Does anybody really like black licorice other
No.
than my boss who actually loves it?
No.
Give me a thumbs up if you like black licorice. Only one. All right.
Ugh, it's nasty.
I don't like it at all.
1 out of 14 says no. Matt says black licorice is like tasting death. Susan says it's okay. I don't know. I don't love it. Oh, now I remember what I had to say. JP, we were hoping that you would have some random silly questions for us to answer at feedback time.
No pressure.
Oh, he's holding.
Oh!
With your background, I thought you were holding up like some origami. I was like, oh, arts and crafts, that's nice.
Judy said I'm gaining some tolerance to black licorice, but it wouldn't be a choice candy. If it's not a choice candy, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I agree.
Moving real quick, kale. I don't mind kale. I don't like kale on its own, but when it's mixed in and things, like doesn't bother me.
I actually
If it's
love
like cooked
kale.
well and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of kale.
It's an interesting texture.
Yeah, that's the last interesting one on here. Oh, sprinkles. Somebody said sprinkles.
Oh, I hate sprinkles. Hate them. Hate sprinkles.
Huh?
Yeah, I just do. I just really
Like sprinkles on cookies or
everywhere. Oh, I hate them.
Hey, this wasn't the
the
thing.
tiny little balls of
Yeah,
sugar?
all of them. The tiny, the like the non-periels, like the longer sort of stick ones, all of them.
So this wasn't the
Hate
thing I
'em.
thought we were going to unpack tonight, but okay, let's go for it. What is it that you don't like about sprinkles?
I don't like the texture. I don't like that they have no flavor.
The sugar flavor.
They don't have any flavors to me. I think they are my cilantro.
Somebody see if 23andMe has a can taste sprinkles or not.
I always thought people just added them for the texture, not for the flavor.
A little bit for the texture and also for the visual.
As Jana points out, no funfetti cake for Amanda. So you don't like funfetti cake? Then?
But I do like funfetti cake because it's different. Because then when you bake them into something, like they expand and they become less offensive somehow.
Totally blowing Kayla's mind right now.
No, I'm laughing at Tasia. She just ate a whole spoonful of sprinkles.
Oh god, that is my nightmare.
Greg with the most ironic comment of the night. They need to be soft. If they're too hard, it does kind of, hold on, I can't see it. Does kind of ruin it. The opposite.
Not what she said.
That's what she said.
Mm,
Yes,
mm.
that's not what she said. Oh, good times.
Oh,
I have a feeling we're on an action-packed show, but let's stop and take our commercial break right here, right now, so I don't forget. Okay, here we go. Hold, friends. I'm just going to save this real quick because I have a paranoia about losing.
no, that's smart. That's smart.
What are we, 520?
Yeah, sorry. Daniel was topping off my water and the water then spilled all over me.
Oh.
So I was like low key trying to dry myself off while we were talking about sprinkles.
I feel like, oh, that was... Okay.
It was very refreshing.
I didn't see it, but Kayla did, so that's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody good? We're gonna keep going then. Usually we take like a 5-minute break, but if we're all good, it's still early enough.
The question is, should I get a refill at some point or not?
Get your refill real quick now.
Yeah, do it.
So usually I'm a one. This is in our 200th episode. Now I'm usually a 1 beer recorder, where I used to be definitely a 2 beer recorder.
Give her a question though, Shandy. You'll get a refill.
But it's our birthday.
It's 200. You have to have one drink per 100.
I'll-
Also, JJ,
All right.
what's your ETA for this shot? Why don't I just tell him to come down and we'll do it now? I don't know. I don't want to just like rush into a shot because, editing is a whole lot better when I don't do a shot in the middle of the show. It's a lot easier at the end. That's what she said.
All right, I'm gonna grab a beer for
Beer-
on deck.
I'll start again.
Beer on deck.
Sorry, I went and did something really crazy with my hair, and now I can't get it to cooperate again. Okay, sorry.
I like your shirt.
Who, me? This whole thing?
I was gonna wear something like that. And then I literally wore this and it was laying out from like 4 days ago. And I was like, I'm just gonna put this back on.
It's cute. I like it.
I was very unprepared for this. I was like,
Well,
eyeliner it is, and the same clothes I wore a few days ago.
at least you got eyeliner on, man. I just did mascara. It's like as soon as I came on and I saw the Shandy with her beautiful lipstick and you with your eye makeup, I was like,
I said to her, I was like, you look so beautiful.
yeah, I'm like, I am grossly underdressed.
Yeah. No, you're not. I love that shirt. Looks great.
Thanks. Old Navy's finest.
Plus, you're moving. Like,
I am moving. The clothes are not packed yet, though.
and yeah, you're moving to a badass apartment. So.
Yeah. Although, yeah, behind us, if I move just a little to the left, you can just see wall of boxes.
Taking advantage of the fact that how you see all those articles about how everybody is moving out
Yeah,
of.
Kayla feels me. She knows.
Amanda's taking advantage of this.
It just keeps changing.
Really
I
big
just keep covering it.
That's true. That's true. We did. Everyone has left New York and they've left all the big, beautiful apartments for very cheap. So we were taking advantage and we were
It's really
snagging a much bigger apartment that we never would have been able to afford in normal times. So now I'll have my own we'll have an office. So I'll have a podcasting studio and we won't see Daniel playing video games in the background.
Hey, look, as long as your podcasting studio doesn't have a gazillion Masters of the Universe toys behind you, you're already winning.
Nope, we don't have any of those. We have a couple pop toys, a couple pop dolls.
I'm getting a new microphone as my Christmas present because I'm really tired of this one. I'm getting just the desktop one like you guys have, and it'll be.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm very excited. It was between that or a webcam. And I was like, you know what? The pop filter on this is really bad. There's a lot of times where I have to edit out the end of like something that I say because it like really like just the filter just stopped working. I mean, this filter's been around for oh my god, like 10 years, right? We've had this.
It's an old microphone, yeah.
Yeah, since Lost was still on. It might not have been the
Wow.
original one, but like
Wow.
since it was still on, probably like season 6 they got this. So it
Wow.
doesn't really work as well. And there are a lot of times where I have to like edit out some of the things that I say. So, like I prioritized. I was like, okay, what do I want to ask for Christmas? Do I want the webcam or do I want the microphone? And I was like, the microphone is going to make life easier.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, everybody done typing? All right, welcome back, everybody. I do want to actually, since Susan is here, you reminded me. I want to. Oh, speaking of, David Gott is here. Hold on.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. Oh my God, in that devil picture, still up. Hold on. I'm gonna stop this then, and then like just welcome us back in, since it's kind of random with. Since it's so. Oh. Hey God, are you here? Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi. Okay. We're on our we just were coming back from commercial break, so you have good timing. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay. All right, so we are back, and we are actually joined by the devil himself, David Gott, who, as Shandy mentioned about 30 minutes ago, when we were going through things that happened in our 100th episode, we got a very sappy email from a Mr. David Gott back then. Still waiting on our sappy 200th email. Since we were back from our commercial break, though, Susan sent me a message earlier this week that reminded me of something that I did want to very briefly address because Jay and I talked about it. the fact that there's like a gazillion commercials nowadays. And so we are hosted by a company called Spreaker, and they host us for free, but we need to because hosting was getting very expensive for a while there, and like it was a lot because we just had so many when we started this, there was just so many shows going on back when like reality TV was like still in full swing, and like more of the HBO shows were being talked about, and AMC ones and whatever. And so it was like a really great thing for us for them to come and offer to do this. But the downside has been that over the last year they've really increased the amount of advertisements that they require from us. And as of the November 1st, we've actually had to become compliant for a whole lot more advertisements. And I've actually had to go through, and I'm not done yet, by hand and physically, like manually by hand, insert advertisements to make everything like compliant. And I've gone back. I'm back in 2007, season 3 of the broadcast, and I'm in, because the Ramblecast does theirs differently. I'm in like 80 something of theirs, and they're in like 100. They're in their like early 100s. So like I've still got a whole lot, but I've gone through literally every show that we've ever put on this network since 2016, and it has been a huge project. And it sort of sucks. But I just wanted to let everybody know a couple of things that I've learned over the last couple of weeks of me like manually going, like every Zoom meeting I have, I'm like doing it in the background. It's like I don't need to have the sound on to put them in. But it's just been like a thing. So a couple of things. One, I've been trying to, for the ads at the beginning and the middle, make them 30-second ads, which counts as double. And that's just because most podcast applications let you skip ahead 30 seconds. So that's not like you're doing 15. We have a 15-second ad. We're skipping 30, and then you have to go back 15. Like I've been trying to do the 30-second ones from here on in. And it's just like, it's not something that we can control. Like we just have to do it. And I was actually talking to Alice from the Real Weird Sisters about it like a week or so ago. And because they have long episodes, so they're like even more affected than we are. They're like Ramblecast affected. And like, yeah, so it's not something that we can help, and we're trying to figure out based on like Susan's message as this started, maybe a Patreon level where you can have an ad-free thing, something that like makes up for like paying for the hosting, figuring out like what new hosting would be in like 2021 times, like just supplement that, or what, but like I liked that idea, Susan, and Jay likes that idea. So we're kind of trying to figure it out. And I know that there's more like technology and like companies out there that will like let you do something like that. And maybe even Patreon has an option. So that's going to be something that over the next like month, I'm going to like research doing. So thank you for the suggestion, because it never even occurred to me. So awesome. But okay, that said, we previously we talked about Ruined Thanksgiving or Ruined Broadsgiving in 4 words. And my contribution is David God is here. So there we go.
Oh man.
JK, I've been waiting like 5 whole minutes since he joined to say that. JK, just kidding.
Little did you know there would be some. Oh, you knew it. You knew there would be ribbing.
Wouldn't it's like any family dinner.
As Matt said, hey everybody, Dindu's here.
Yeah, Dindu.
Good old Dindu.
Throwback.
That was a November show that happened.
Oh,
yeah.
Was that a Broadsgiving?
I don't think it was a Broadsgiving. It was an election night show, because it was the.
Oh yes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, Doug Jones, Roy Moore one.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, good times. Do we want to get into some Facey Back and then see where the night takes us? Because I feel like there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We also have a lot of things that I'm going to talk about in episodes that I like saved, not for tonight, but one of them is women that get overlooked in history but had major contributions to society,
Ooh.
which I thought was,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, love
very
that.
much us. Another one was I actually wanted to talk about this if we had enough time. So I don't know if anybody has been on Twitter lately, but they've been doing this thing called what feels like blank but actually isn't, and they've been like really really funny. So maybe at the end, if we have time and we're not like super sentimental, but like they've been like what feels like progress but actually isn't progress.
Oh.
And it's
Mm.
like an example is corporate Black Lives Matter statements.
Yes.
And I just, think like, so it's like serious things like that, but like also like more funny things. Like, let's see, here's another one is I don't know this reference, but I'm sure somebody out on this call is going to, and then we'll move on. What isn't Shakespeare but feels like Shakespeare? And the example was the final scene between Avon and Stringer in The Wire.
Ooh.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
finished The
that's-
Wire.
Oh, you
Really?
gotta. You totally gotta.
Yeah.
It comes back around. The last season, I think, is really solid. I think a lot of people don't love the last season, but I think it was really, really, really great.
So check out that hashtag though, because it actually was it was a really like there were some really like good ones and funny ones like mixed in, which I guess good and funny can be the same thing. What isn't therapy but feels like therapy? Going to the movies alone. Totally agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway, moving into some farting in your facey back, old school.
Taking it back. Farting it back old school.
Or maybe we're just back to farting because we're old now.
It's a little too real.
That's real. That's
It's less
real.
of a joke now. Like an active threat.
Jay told me the other day that I'm gonna be a smelly old lady, and I had nothing to defend myself. I was like, "Yeah, you're right. That's me. I'm a smelly middle lady, so I'm gonna be a smelly old lady."
There could be worse fates.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so now I'm just keep in mind I've got the Zoom screen open, and I'm actually going to stare at all of you while I tell this story. So Zach was wearing his mask in the car when we went to Costco yesterday or Sunday. And I was like, Zach, retake your mask off. And he was like, no, I'm keeping my mask on because it keeps mommy smell. Okay.
Wow. Shots fired.
And I was like, look, I had a lot of pizza last night. That's fair.
Damn.
Yeah. I hear Jay is going upstairs. So before we start that, let's let's all gather together just because I want to see Jay do this. Because he never does it, and this is like a 5-year thing in the making. JP said, I love going to the movies alone if the theater is almost empty. I always sit right in front of the other two people who are there. Tasia, Superman is behind you. Now it's Batman. She's like, really? Batman behind me? Randy says, I am not sure if we're going back to facey back, fart you in the facey back. Not sure if that was Ben Shapiro, Mickey Mouse, or Jay. That was in response to my dramatic reading of Ben Shapiro last week. I think I do a good job with Weird Chipmunk, Fascist Chipmunk. I think I do a good job.
Totally.
And then in response to, going back to early in quarantine, when we talked about Fiona Apple's Fetch the Bolt Cutter. So Fiona and Shamika of this, my favorite song on the album, Shamika, actually reconnected. And there's a wonderful article on Pitchfork that it just really introduces us to Shamika Stepney, who was the woman who was the girl that changed Fiona's life. And I'll put in the show notes. It's a great read. It's just really heartwarming. It's one of those things that goes to like as a reminder on a show where we're supposed to be talking about like, these kinds of things. That just goes to remind you like the actions and the things that you do, no matter what age you are, matter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
you could be a like 7th grader that's telling a 6th grader to woman the fuck up, and she might remember those words. Like you think it's nothing, she might remember those words and write a song about you 30 years later. So
yeah, no, the article is so good. And also then spoiler alert, Shamika is also a rapper, and
they're doing a remix.
Oh,
they did a song together, and you can listen to it. It's the song is embedded in the article, and it's Shamika said.
I need to look this up.
Yeah, and Fiona Apple sings a little bit on it, but
I read it on my phone and I didn't see it.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
I loved that story. Like literally made my day. It made me so happy.
Yeah.
So good.
I will link to this in the show notes, and actually I'll put this in the Zoom chat for anybody right now that wants to read it. It's really great though. You might have to copy and paste it. I don't know why the whole thing didn't post, sorry. But yeah, so check that out, and just remember, like, words matter, actions matter, and it doesn't matter how old you are. And it doesn't matter how old you are. All right. It's time for That's What She Said. So last time we did a live show, we had a bunch of people read That's What She Said. Tasia's getting looks like a froze fruit. Is that
a treat?
Is it an alcoholic one from Costco?
So Mason, we have a place actually walking distance down the street that sells amazing popsicles. Mason, it's on a dick. Hold on. So
nice.
Sorry. They're really great. But it's like dinner time after treats. Like I make him go get one. Like, you want a popsicle right now, don't you? Just to have some bites of them. Anyway, I would love to do some That's What She Said if you need volunteers.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I can put it in. I'll put it in the chat.
Hey, you want to read a That's What She Said?
Sure.
Okay.
Which one?
Well, so Tasia's gonna do. Oh, you need a mic. Here, you need a headphone. Here.
Oh no, I'm good. I thought I was just coming down for a shot.
You are. But we're also gonna.
It's coming, I promise.
Actually, a suggestive thing that one of us said last week.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we need somebody else. 2 other people.
Oh, I think
Susan.
Susan had her hand raised.
All right. Anybody else?
Kayla.
All right. So between the 4 of you.
I love Kayla's beanie look. Good look.
It is a good look. I agree.
Thank you. As soon as it turned less than 70 degrees, I instantly put my beanie on.
Dude, it's cold here.
It's so cold right now. So cold.
I told them how you're going to get me a microphone or webcam for Christmas, and I'm very excited.
So excited.
All right. JP wants you to stick around for our random questions segment. You might just need to get on, I don't know, next. Anyway. Oh, do your shot and then do your randoms. Okay. Anyway,
Wait,
so.
There's no shot in here.
Yeah, I didn't do it yet because you're doing That's What She Said because you didn't come down in time before, so we moved on.
Her son woke up.
Oh, who?
Alex, he was screaming. A nightmare. Did not see it?
No.
Moving on.
Okay. Is he okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like you were texting me, I was like, I'm trying to get him to sleep. Anyways.
All right.
What am I reading?
Okay. What order are we doing? Okay, Tasia wants 3. Kayla wants 2. You want to be 1? And then Maggie, are you doing it? Who's the other one? Oh, Susan.
Susan.
1 or 4?
4.
4? No, be 1.
Okay. Okay. I'll be number 1.
Plus 2, Tasia's 3, and Jay is 4. All right. All right, so it's time for Matt's what she said, and we've got some audience participation this time around. Take it away, Susan, Kayla, Tasia, and JJ.
It just seems to happen so quickly.
Come prepared.
It was nice to get everything set up.
Anne feels very naked.
It was kind of nice going in.
You can get it from a Cracker Jacks box.
I went to
Cracker Jacks
Ireland
box.
to get it.
I would pay for somebody to do it here.
I do the one on the bottom.
Keep going. It's just so good.
I'll take that one.
Performative reading from Kayla with that last one. Note, please try again.
No, I thought it was really good. What are you talking about? I thought she nailed it.
You're not the
Do you want me to do it again? Yes? Keep going. It's just so good.
Okay.
I get nervous.
Can I go again?
I was just being obnoxious.
I'll take that one.
That wasn't what I was going for at first, but that's where we got. That was also a journey I loved myself.
Do it over Zoom for anyone who wants to watch in person.
Set it to music.
I don't know how, but I'm sure Jay does.
Oh.
Ayo.
All right, everyone. Let's do a quick one of probably two toasts because Jay's going to sleep. But that was a gross noise. I'm gonna
Well, what's that?
I haven't smelled tequila in a while. That one hit.
I don't think he's done smelled tequila since the got a tequila night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
All right. I don't know. To the broadcast.
200, baby.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry. Tequila is packed, so
was not prepared. Cheers to 200.
boom.
Ooh. That's my tequila face.
And they said this wouldn't last. That's my Michael Jackson reference.
We don't.
VMAs.
We
No,
don't
never
do
sung
that
it.
here. No.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, I think JP had some questions for you.
Oh shit.
All right, moving on. JP had some questions. Take it away, JP.
So some very thought-provoking questions. So, bring your A game. All right. So random question number 1 for the broads and guests. Would you rather have farts that smell like roses, but everyone knew that you dealt it? Or would you rather that your farts smell horrible, but no one would ever suspect it was you?
I'm going option number 2 because honestly, I kind of like smelly farts.
I literally.
But they wouldn't be smelly if they smelled like roses.
No, option number 2. They're really smelly, but nobody knows it's you. So then you can fuck with people.
Blame
And-
JP.
Oh, I see.
And they don't even know it's you, but you're gonna pass around your smell.
So as someone
Okay.
that
Okay.
of number 2, sometimes you feel bad when you're in line. You're in line at Costco, and you know that everybody knows that it's someone, but they just expect you because you're this 5'4" white lady with 2 children.
They think it's me. That's the fucked up part.
Well, actually, and Shandy has a good point too, because if you're alone with somebody in an elevator and you do it, that person's going to think it was themselves.
No. Absolutely not.
That's horrible. Now I would give anything for Colleen's farts to smell like roses because she's so fucking smelly.
That's why he asked this question. So I told him
But that's part of the fart fun.
No, like
They're not
it's
always fun.
not. I swear to God, Shane. Like you'll walk into
Oh,
a
I understand.
and then it's like it's in my mouth.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
noted how much we have matured over the last 200 episodes.
You guys aren't being picked up by the microphone.
She's not here.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
can't really hear
Yeah.
you.
Oh, we talked about how much we matured over the last 200 episodes, where we don't squatty potty talk and talk about Zachary shitting himself. But I was telling this story about how Zachary with the mask on Sunday, where I was like, "You don't have to wear your mask," and he was like, "I'm wearing the mask. Keep mommy's smell out."
True story.
All right, next question.
All right, I'm good
JP.
though now, right? That was it.
Is there another question?
I got two more.
Oh, two more.
All right, these are easy ones though. All right, so if you called your family and told them that you were arrested, but you didn't explain why, what would they assume you did?
Went to a Black Lives Matter rally.
I was gonna say something protest related, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
My family would never assume that I was doing something else other than whatever the 11,000. They would not. They would not. They all do the same thing. Not that I do. I don't. But they wouldn't go to that. But they would, because my dad thought that 11,000 buildings burned in Minneapolis. Remember when I laughed? I laughed so hard in his face, I was spitting things out. I just couldn't. It's you're so dumb. Anyway, yeah. That's my answer.
Okay, so all protesters.
Except for Kayla and God.
Caitlin Gotze. Wait, unmute yourselves and tell us.
No, they're saying it.
My parents would assume some kind of drugs, but my friends would think some kind of public sex act, most likely.
What about you, Got?
I said bar fight.
Oh. All right.
Which I first read as bear fight, which is different.
The difference.
That would be cool if my friends thought that, but no. Because I'm not from Montana. I've only seen a bear once.
Dude, if you were in a bear fight, you could run for senator of Alaska. Dr. Al killed a bear with his bare hands.
With his bare hands.
With his bear.
Yeah, I purposely said that. I understand.
I was thinking, how about a fight in a bear bar? You know, the other kind of bears.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's what I just said in the chat.
All right, golf claps for Matt for his comment in the chat.
Bear. But no, I need to. If that would be
No,
the
he
episode,
fights bear like he's just naked.
B-A-R-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he fights naked.
Yeah.
Also not.
Either type of bear.
Anyway.
All right. Continuing.
Okay, last question. Will there be a survivor pod? No, kidding.
There will be without me.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Schmoopies. Question 3. What do you think is going through your pet's mind when they're watching you make whoopee?
Oh, she loves it.
That's good to know.
You know she.
Oh, our cat loves
Yes.
it. Oh.
Your pet's mind.
Oh, pet's mine. Oh,
Yes.
okay. No, I bet you have to have something quippy for that the cat's saying. It's like, oh, this position again? Something.
Can you move so I can lay down there?
Yeah. I think that's where oh, what are you guys doing? Is there room for me?
that has literally happened.
Guys?
Could you not walk on me right now?
Why are the people upstairs louder?
Before. No, Zoe is very into. She's
No,
a
she just
voyeur.
watches.
She's
I feel like
it's
she's
really
judging
creepy.
us, really.
Sometimes it's really creepy, and
Yeah,
I'm
just
like,
like-
okay, wait, Zoe needs to leave.
weird.
Zoe's holding up number signs like an Olympic judge. 8-2, 8-2.
Pretty much.
It's like, all right, 8-2. That's
yeah,
neat.
like sometimes she stays at the foot of the bed, and sometimes she goes to her perch, and sometimes like I'm just like, oh God, Zoe is literally like doing the like number thing right now. He just said our cat doesn't like a creeper. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It just they must pick up on like whatever is going on in the atmosphere.
On that note, thank you, everybody. Happy 200.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, shut the door. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah, I think it's pheromone thing too, actually. I do, because yeah, sometimes Zoe's like really weird about it. Like really weird. Like, all right, Zoe. Like, yeah. He's like, I've been around.
Nope. Out you go. Shut the door. Goodbye. Nope.
Sure you're not making another one of these little things that are gonna bother me. I'm the real uterus police. I really do think Zoe is doing that. Like nothing's gonna happen, right? Like my life is gonna stay the same after this, right? Right?
My life's gonna stay the same. There's no consequences, right?
Alex almost successfully climbed. So she's got one of those like kitty tower things, right?
Yeah.
No, just like 2 levels. Alex almost successfully climbed up to the top this morning, and Zoe like looked at him like she was going to like have a panic attack. She was like, "No, this is my safe spot. What are you doing?" It's like this is not great. This is not great. Tasia says, "Q song, Sex and Candy." No, Q song, Sex and Kitties.
I smell sex and kitties. Wow.
Should be an episode title on a non-Broadsgiving day.
Save it. We'll recycle that joke in 20 episodes. No one will remember.
I will.
Perfect.
I will. Oh my God. Okay. We got an email from Andy, and then let's do what we're thankful for, and we'll get out of here.
Cool.
Which I'm also very motivated nowadays, guys, to keep our episodes under a certain length, because I have literally manually gone through and inserted ads for hundreds of shows at this point, and I know where like the cutoff point is for more or less, and it goes a lot quicker for the ones that are under a certain amount of time. So let's do this.
Right. All right. So Andy writes in 156 out of 200 episodes of Andy's social distancing. Hey, Broads. First, thank you for your kind words. I was really touched by what you said. I may have had something in my eye during Colleen's words. You 3 obviously care a lot, and I know you genuinely want me to get the things I want. When I first wrote you, way back in episode 44, I didn't expect to write in almost every week since then, and while things are obviously quiet in my journey to find love, I still feel compelled to write you because I know you're invested and genuinely want to learn more. I've expressed plenty of doubt over the whole universe thing, not sure what kind of benefit being single this thing is. I believe I said the universe is kind of an asshole for doing this. If I were to believe, I guess I may have had an answer this year, as we've had to be more apart. My homebody ways fit in pretty well, and while I miss plenty of things from before, I think I've done a pretty good job adapting to this. It is, of course, frustrating to see people who can't handle it and exacerbate this already crappy time. Sure, we all understand you want to have a big traditional Thanksgiving, but you can't. Being a little lonely this time of year sucks, but you'll make it through. Besides, 2020 taught us time is stupid, and why should we be beholden to things because a calendar says so? Excellent point.
Mm-hmm.
Have you next July, maybe? Who fucking cares? It's a meal. Turkey may be cheaper than anyway. Anyway, as we reflect on this milestone episode, one of the biggest lessons I've learned about relationships and how not to get too bogged down by my disappointments is this. Feelings are not a finite resource. They're created in our brains when we connect with other people. The feelings you have for your partners, and in particular, Colleen, how you feel about your children, didn't always exist. But one day you met them and a connection was made and grew, and here we are today. The connection I was hoping for with Alice didn't happen, but there are a lot of women out there, and at least a few of them are have that thing that a meaningful relationship can grow from. It's just tough at this moment because I'm waiting and waiting during a pandemic, no less. However, we don't know where the story will go in the coming months. As we all know too well, a lot can happen in a year. Maybe a year from now, I'll be writing you. I thought maybe there was something between Alice and me, but then I met her. As I try to wrap this up, I think I may have heard of the story of Ben Shapiro getting torn to pieces on British television. I think it happened a while ago, pre-pandemic. He was trying to call the host a liberal because he was calling Shapiro out, unaware that said host is a known conservative commentator. While listeners know I'm not a huge fan of using virgin as a punchline, I did enjoy someone taking the thumbnail from that video and making a mock-up of Pornhub, retitling the video Virgin Destroyed by BBC. Also, how the fuck, between grown-up Morty and me, is that guy the one who has had more luck with women?
Fair point.
It's a fair question. I think that goes back to sometimes the universe sucks, but maybe has a plan in the longer scheme of things. We'll see. I mean, at least I can rest assured sex with him is probably just jackhammering before he yells AOC and immediately falls to sleep.
Look, I don't care who you are. AOC is really hot. And beautiful.
Yes,
Indeed.
definitely agree.
Not to objectify her, but all the thumbs up.
All the thumbs up,
All
but
the
it's
thumbs
not.
up.
It doesn't take cognitive dissonance for us to like be able to appreciate her. That's great.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm furiously typing away trying to get this in before you start recording. But let me say congratulations on making it to 200 episodes, and I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, however you safely observe it. The show has been a bright spot in a crazy year, and hopefully will continue to shine for many years to come, although hopefully not as many of those years will be with me still in my current. Maybe even someday you'll meet her. I just have to meet her first. Hashtag I'm 6 feet from hers 200, Andy. Oh,
Nice.
I think that was the perfect mix of thoughtfulness and hilarity that we have come to enjoy from Andy. So thank you for the update.
Well put.
Agreed. It is time to get into what we're thankful for, and I say that because I think, yeah, it's.
It's just time, okay?
Well, I had something that would tie it in with Andy, and again, I've lost my train of thought because apparently that's a thing that's happening this episode. Usually, I don't lose it; I just take a really long time to get to it. But I don't know. Tonight, I'm trying to be uber focused.
And it's having the reverse reaction.
Me, I generally go when I'm not uber focused. But you know, a lot can happen a year, though, Andy. Like a lot can. Look at 2020.
Yeah. Think of you in February of 2020 and think of you now.
Think of the curveball that the universe sent to us all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you never know. And I think that 2020 has been a terrible year. It's been a traumatizing year. It's been an awful year. But like it's been one of those years that just goes to show like you just never know what to expect. And it's also like it's a negative and a positive, right? Like,
yeah,
you can take it as negative as like, oh yeah, I could die tomorrow from COVID that I didn't know I had, and I suddenly stopped breathing. Or, you know, I could meet the love of my life tomorrow, or I could, you know, do this tomorrow. I could do that. Like, you just, you know, it was one of those years that was traumatizing, but was also like kind of a reset in that, like, the way that you think that, like, okay, like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, a month from now, 6 months from now. 10 months from now, a year from now. Like, I just don't know. So it was kind of like, I would hope that'd be one of those things that kind of reframed people's thinking. And even if people didn't need their thinking reframed, like, just kind of showed them that, like, oh yeah, like anything can happen on the turn of a dime, and it's just crazy. So
Indeed.
but on that note, it is time for what we're grateful for this year at our broad Zoom table. Does anybody want to start? And anybody feel free to unmute, because we are considering this like you would have emailed in.
Mm-hmm.
Executive decision I just made right now.
I like it.
Yep. Approve.
As with everything that
Okay.
Colleen decides, I approve. It's always a good decision.
I know David God has something he wants to say. Kayla's unmuted. Go for it.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm really fucking thankful for you guys and the whole Jane Jack community. I like don't know what I would have done without you guys the first like 3-4 months of COVID. And yeah, I just really appreciate you guys a lot. I'm not gonna cry. And yeah, my friends and family, I feel like I've become like even more grateful for them this year, and like the, you know, having that great support system behind me has helped me a lot. So, but yeah, you guys are awesome. Love y'all.
Oh,
We're
love you
back.
too.
Thank you. I'm very like, yay, thank you. Glad that we could be there for you.
Yes.
Anybody else? All right.
I'll throw something in.
Okay.
Probably also that's what she. Yeah, you know, I also I guess it's extend the community, but I guess I'm also thankful that you know, if this, you know, if this were to happen, you know, since it did happen, I'm glad it happened like with all the stuff that we have, with like the way we can communicate, and you know, if you know, I'm thinking of like, you know, the Spanish flu from like 1918, you know, we would have just been in our homes and not been able to like interact with anybody. But like, you know, obviously you can't really interact as much in person, but you know, I've still been able to, you know, do these and, you know, have game nights with my friends, you know,
Yeah.
play virtual stuff. I've hosted movie nights virtually. You know, we play Among Us and Jackbox games and all kinds of fun stuff. We're you know, it's not great, but we're making the most of it. And that's you know, what's helped me get through this this rough year.
Yeah. It's a testament to the incredible and admirable ability of humans to adapt if they want to.
Definitely. And also I think it's a highlight of like sometimes technology is the fucking worst, but sometimes it's really the best. I mean, even 20 years ago, going into a pandemic would have been completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Like, my job, it was very like in-person based, and we took the we went mid-March, went into lockdown. We took a month off, and then at the end of April we started our, you know, normally in-person programs again, like virtually. And you know, we just tried to be creative for the rest of the year. And I've had a lot of feedback from people that are like, we should always do this virtually. And I'm like, you're right. I don't like leaving my house at 6:30 in the morning to greet you people at 7 o'clock to learn more things that I won't learn. Yes, we should do that. I like coming downstairs in pajama bottoms and makeup in the morning. Yes, let's do that. But like, yeah, no, it's just I think it's just a really incredible way of like people rethinking things. And I think that things are going to be rethought for a long time to come. Like, just
I sure hope so.
yeah, like, and like, just like, think of how companies over the last, you know, decades have been forced to think of things in terms of like inclusiveness, right? Like, where they've had to like rethink they've had to rethink a lot of all of their policies and rules, and like, ADA guidelines have gotten like, better. Like, I wonder if those same kinds of things will be like social distancing, whatever, will be something that we do in the future more. Like, that'll be more of a thing, just because people will think of how, yeah, like this pandemic might go away for a little while, but like 8 years down the road, who knows? Is there going to be something else?
Oh, sure. And like while we're at it, like certain things are very valuable to do in person, but like we've had, conferences that are completely virtual and we can do it and you can get the same takeaway. And then you also don't have to spend, hundreds and thousands and whatever much, amount of money to pay for people's travel and lodging. And then you're also doing something good for the planet because they're not flying. And, there's all these other like secondary consequences that like,
Right. You save your
why should we be doing these extravagant things all the
Mhm.
time when maybe we could do them differently?
Right. There are definitely certain things that like need to be done in person, but there's so many things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can.
Even conferencing, like the example I gave, there are certain advantages of actually meeting people in person and being there in person, and that's part of the thing. But like, do we need to do that 100% of the time? Maybe not.
Yeah, I think like something like school, like it's very important for young people to interact socially. Like that is like that's how they learn that's what they learn, like what is right and what is wrong, how to like even like how to converse, right? Is Maggie still here? Like yeah, so like there's definitely certain things that need to be done in person, but you're right. Like yeah, definitely. Um yeah. Um but I guess long story short, thank you, Andy, for that email, and we do hope that things, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What we're grateful for. Um, who wants to start? We've been doing it, but who else wants to continue? Amanda or Shandy?
Oh, I saw Ro had a hand.
Oh, Ro, go.
Oh, Ro.
Hi, everybody. I'm clearly thankful for the J&J community and my health and my family's health and so many things like, a job and a roof over my head and all those other things. But I'm really, really thankful for the incoming administration.
Hmm.
The Biden-Harris ticket gives me hope. I watched today's press conference where many of the cabinet members were introduced, and they each gave very brief 2 to 3 minute speeches. And I heard words and phrases that I haven't heard in over 4 years. And it was really beautiful. And it was talk about inclusivity. You mentioned inclusiveness before, Colleen, and it was talking about community and bringing not only the citizens of this country together and the people in this country who need support, lifting them up, but also thinking about the global community and the climate crisis. And it was all messages of what we are going to do, not what others have done to us. And it was all messages of what comes next, not what came before. And it was a beautiful breath of fresh air. And that is something that makes me very, very thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was listening
so
to
well put.
Deconstructed's most so Deconstructed is the podcast that The Intercept, which is, a very, very lefty publication that has faced a lot of whatever lately. But I was listening to their podcast, and they had a guest on who mentioned how he was, on the Bernie staff for 2016 and 2020, and he was very surprised at the amount of people that he actually knew that were in the transition team and the cabinet, and that he was very pleasantly surprised at Biden living up to his word to just not only bring in his people, but to bring in a more diverse set of voices that could actually have not just be an echo chamber, but like have a debate or whatever. And he was pleasantly surprised about that. So Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're not even at like confirmations yet, but it's a start.
It's a very good start. It's a very
Something to
hopeful
look
start.
forward to.
Indeed.
And just as a side note, a couple of people in the proposed cabinet are West Wing nuts. They were featured on episodes of the West Wing Weekly podcast, and it comes full circle.
Yeah.
That's a lovely Easter egg.
Yeah. And as Maggie said, only one person was named Biden. He didn't put family members or rich people in the cabinet.
What a novel concept.
All right, but Amanda, Shandy, it's our time.
It's our time. It's our time. Right now, it's our time. Up
It's
there,
our
it's their
Or else
time.
we're gonna need another ad break.
Right here, it's our time. Someone give me my inhaler. It's a little Goonies joke for you there. Nobody got it?
I know.
It wasn't funny? Okay, got it.
It was funny. It was funny. I was just thinking, like, while you were breathing in the inhaler, can we do a commercial break if we need one?
Ooh. Do you want me to reset so you have that editing option?
But we're 8 minutes away from needing another one. Yeah. All right. Who's going first? I can go first.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's fine.
Okay. So what I'm grateful for is actually a lot of what I said earlier on when I read that meme was honestly like 2017 was terrible. We thought like 2018 would be better. 2018 was not better. We thought that 2019 would be better. 2019, I feel like, we forget how, not great 2019 was. And we were, everybody was like 2020 is going to be better. And then it just wasn't. And it really, like, I feel like sometimes it's that whole old saying, like, when a door closes, a window opens. Like, it's true. Like, you thought that it was going to be like whatever, but like it taught you to be grateful for what you had. And I am very grateful in my Broadsgiving table. I'm very grateful that my family is overall healthy. That we were, as far as being affected by the pandemic, we were not very affected in terms of that. Like, yeah, we had homeschooling and blah blah blah, but like it wasn't as bad as you hear some. We didn't rely on certain things, and we just. So I am grateful for the blessings I have been bestowed. I understand that this year has been very traumatic, as I spoke about last week, and I am only starting to like truly break that down. And I think that as we get further in, more people will be, breaking down just the PTSD, the trauma of this year that you didn't even realize. So I am very grateful for the community that I have. Early on, JP organized the Jackbox game nights. That was really wonderful. We figured out Zoom from El Cinco de Mayo on, that we did these live things. I'm very grateful for the fact that I can see people's faces now when I'm, doing it, and I don't know. It's like it's really cool to me. It's really really great. And I'm just overall grateful for the sense of community that I have in a time where it just doesn't, where community is important, because we're all in this together. Like, we are all in this together, and it could get worse, it could get better, but like we're all gonna need to. It's not an echo chamber. Like, it's gonna be this. It has to be this thing where we're all in this together, and I'm very grateful for the group of people that are here and the group of people that are listening and the group of people that participate in the live shows and the broad topics and all that. And that was something that we added in 2020, and I'm very grateful for all of you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree. I think doing these over Zoom was a real upgrade, and I think we should always do it this way. Like, I find it to be a much more enriching experience to get to see everybody here. And yeah, I love it. I really do.
I'm also grateful for Alex potty training very quickly. Super awesome.
Yeah. That was a good example of 2020 giveth.
Yes.
Like I watched the camera overnight to see all the like movement things, and it was just so wonderful. Like,
Yeah, and then he was just efficient. He's like, I'm not gonna put my pants back on because why?
no, he's literally slept
Fair
there for
point.
the next 6 hours. Literally, it was 12:30. He woke up at 6:30.
Yeah,
Didn't wet the bed once.
yeah, works for Winnie the Pooh. Well, he doesn't wear pants and he's fine.
But anyway, yeah, man, I'm sorry. I cut off. Oh man, JP says I haven't had pants on since.
Exactly. And do you miss the pants? Probably not.
I barely wear real pants.
Yeah. I think I put on a pants with like a button fly maybe once a week, and I'm like, I like this.
No.
Yeah.
I may never wear real pants ever again.
I may never wear a real bra again.
That is
Yeah,
also
oh my
true.
God, I barely wear real bras nowadays too. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I put them on and I like just dream of when they can come back off again. It's like, what's
Jana says I'm jealous of people who don't have to wear pants. So Jana has had to go into her office. Not like it hasn't been like. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jana. You can unmute or comment. I don't believe Jana has been affected at all by the pandemic. She's had to work the entire time, which is
my goodness.
boo.
That is a
Yeah,
big
that's
boo.
true. I haven't had. Well, tomorrow I'm taking a day off, so hence why I'm joining you tonight.
Oh.
Let's give one big wave, like yay, Jana!
Yay, Jana!
Yes, I get to drink tonight on a weeknight. It's very exciting.
Yeah,
I'm very glad for that.
I don't
Me
know if you
too.
saw, but everybody but JP gave the hands in the air like they just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what JP has against you, but
Clearly he cares about something.
I'm on a delay. I just did it.
My internet.
love you, Jana. But you know,
Love
that.
you guys too. And I'm grateful for all of you.
All
Back
right,
at ya.
Candy, what are you grateful for?
All right. I have a list.
Your Zoom's giving table.
On my Zoom's giving table, I have my list. Number one, I am grateful that we have a new president. It's already been covered. We've talked about it ad nauseum, but holy shit, it makes such a fucking big difference. I am grateful for this show, as many people have said, and I'm very grateful for Andy because he is our most consistent contributor. And you know we love our feedback, and we have been going on this journey with him. And so thank you, ladies, and thank you, Andy.
Yes.
Yes.
And thank you all contributors and future contributors.
Future contributors, yes. Whoever you may be. We look forward. We look forward to your emails.
Indeed. Like some just like normal 2020 type things. I am thankful that throughout all of this craziness, I still have a job. I've been teleworking this whole. I feel very lucky to be in that position. Again, like you were saying, Colleen, like we have been lucky enough that we haven't been like really negatively impacted by this in terms of like, jobs and like finances. And so I'm very thankful for that because we're both,
Wait.
You're back. You broke up for like a split second.
My internet connection is unstable. That's what I got across the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky to have a job and to have been able to telework this whole time. We're both in good health and my family is in good health. So, just, the basics, but I think that's kind of like also foundational. I think that the pandemic this year has really sort of, I know at this point it's like a cliche to say, but it's true. Like it's made us slow down, take stock of what's important. And I think that like there are certain lessons maybe that I've already learned, but I think that like we need to be a little bit more separated from it to really fully like sort of grasp and like learn some of the lessons. But I am thankful in anticipation for that. I really do that. I mean, this year has sucked, and I think it's getting easier, honestly, for me now because we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you know, there are a couple of vaccines in play. Like, I've said it before, like, I've been in lockdown since March. Give me a couple more months, I can take it. Like, I hear about places where indoor dining is allowed, and I'm like, what planet are you living on? Like, I got this. But yeah, since I know that, you know, everything does come to an end. I've been reading a lot about Buddhism lately, and I feel like that really kind of like ties in. So yeah, well, this will be over, and I think that we will learn some really important lessons about what is really important to us. And I think that that's something to be grateful for, honestly. Like, and I know that the people who have been more affected by COVID, like, I can say that because I've been less affected. But I do personally, I am thankful in a way for that. There were a lot of fun things I had planned for 2020 that didn't happen, and that's really too bad. But like, I do think that, you know, you get what you can out of any sort of experience. I talked about it before, but I am really, again, this is kind of like a COVID lining. What were we calling them? A
Sure.
hashtag.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I sure know what you meant.
We all know.
Yes. The RBG altar, my like special place in my neighborhood. I am so thankful for that. I went there just before we recorded and placed some rosemary on the little altar.
Oh man,
Add what I can that's natural.
my mom's name is Rosemary, and I'm sure she loves being placed at her altar.
I am thankful that 2021 is right around the corner. And one of my friends has been doing for a while now, has been doing these ladies lunar burns, and it's on the full moon. And I can't remember if I've talked about them on the podcast before or not, but it's all women. We come together on the full moon and we burn shit. Like, we have a bonfire and we burn stuff that, you know, we want to get rid of. And at the one on October 1st, there was a lot of talk about like mothers and children and anyway. And one of the things that came out of that was like, I think I have, like, I love, you know, my mom and I have a good relationship, but we don't talk all that often. And I really hate calling people on the phone. Like, I'm not a phone person. And because of that burn, I was like, shit, I love handwritten letters. Like, I should just write my mom a letter. And because of that, we have started a sort of like letter writing back and forth.
Oh, I love
thing.
that.
I love that.
That's great.
Pretty fucking great. And so I will always have those letters from her, and it's just, for me, it's a better means of communication. And so I am very thankful for that. And that was something that happened this year. And so with that, I will give it over to Amanda.
Yeah. Also,
Great.
I want to.
Oh my God.
There's nothing else left.
I love this episode, and I usually make a list, and it's good to have so much on your list.
I love that.
I'm grateful for that.
List. I love it. I like, there was a lot of things listening to you talk that I'm like, oh, right. Yeah. I'm thankful for that too. Yeah.
Same.
So,
Amanda, aren't you
yes.
grateful for the New York City real estate market?
I am thankful for the real estate market. My therapist said to me a couple weeks ago, because she's decamping to Florida for a couple months, and, you know, because everyone's doing everything remotely anyway. And she's like,
I don't know if I would decamp to Florida, but yes.
Right. I think she had like an opportunity for, like, you know, to stay in someone else's house. So it's, you know, it's like sort of an opportunity presented itself, you know, and she was sort of like, I was here in New York during like the 60s and 70s when the city was broke. She's like, I don't need to be here for this. She's like, you're going to enjoy this. Like, the city's going to get a little grittier. It's going to get like closer knit because there's going to be less people here. She's like, you're going to enjoy it. And it was like, it was a cool perspective, which this wasn't actually on my thankful list, but now that we're talking about it, it is fitting. But yeah. yeah, I'm trying to think because everyone kind of said everything I was going to say, and they probably said it way more eloquently than I ever could. So let me see if I can find unique ways to contribute more. Yeah, I think I keep going back to, and I don't know where this saying comes from, but that like it always gets darkest just before the light. And I feel like that is 2020 is kind of the embodiment of that. Like
Yeah.
everything got very dark and very quiet and very scary. And now we're really starting to see pinpricks of light at the end of the tunnel. And for the first time in a long time, a lot of us can actually be hopeful for a future. So like I'm really thankful for that. I'm really thankful for the opportunity to be hopeful. Because I feel like this time last year we really weren't. So I think that's really, really great. Much like everybody else, I'm thankful that I've been able to continue to work from home. Both Daniel and I have been employed the whole time, and he's actually doing better. He's one of the few people that I think quarantine was really great for his career. You know, he really took to working from home and has gotten more work because of it. So it's been great to like watch him really flourish. Me, not so much. I don't think I love working from home, but I'm still thankful for the opportunity to be able to do so, to spend more time in my neighborhood, which I really, really love. And I'm glad we can continue to do that in a bigger apartment. So like, that's going to be great. Yeah, I'm thankful that, COVID hasn't touched me too closely. You know, my family has all been very healthy. My friends have all been healthy. Anyone who I know who has gotten COVID, it's been a mild case and they've recovered. But I certainly know people, you know, friends of friends that haven't been so fortunate, and people who have lost loved ones. And it's really awful. And my heart goes out to those people. But I'm thankful that I haven't, tragedy hasn't touched me too closely this year, which is a selfish thing to say, but you know what? I'll take it. I've had a lot of loss, so I'm gonna take that. I'm very thankful that nobody I know died this year. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna own it. But quick, find something more positive to say so you're ending on a happy note. Quick, Amanda, you can do this. You can do this.
2021, which will bring beautiful new opportunities.
Yes. Oh, got it. So starting to pack, I'm starting to find all these little random things that I keep because I don't throw anything out. And I found Sunday while packing, my grandmother's high school portrait, and tucked inside were her diploma from high school and her diploma from junior high school. So that was like a cool little coming to visit me and reminding me that she's floating around in the air somewhere. So that was cool. And I look forward to hopefully finding more of those little Easter eggs I've hidden for myself throughout the house as we pack our life up here.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
So cool.
Yeah. And they're like in really good condition. They're like pristine. Like you wouldn't know that these were like from the 40s. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really super cool.
Yeah. The lady never threw out anything. We found a Civil War sword in her house when we were cleaning it out. Yeah, woman didn't throw out anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you guys or not, but when my grandma was cleaning out her basement after my grandpa died, she found the original mortgage papers from their first house.
That's
like 1955.
That's an Italian man thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's an Italian man thing. Same thing with my grandfather when they were cleaning out. There were receipts from like 1957 for like a pair of shoes.
Yes.
Like, Pop,
Dude,
why you hold on to that? You don't need
we
that.
might have to expand because Frank does that too. Maybe it's like a European thing.
Maybe it is a European thing.
Because holy shit, the receipts. The fucking receipts.
Well, no, because I save receipts too. That's why I take pictures of all of them, like my receipts now in an app, because like I can't save them anymore, but like they're saved. And yeah, it's just yeah. It's just a thing because it must be a European thing because like I was taught to save them and like I realized at some point I couldn't, so I found an app that saved them for me. But like, yeah, totally get it.
I mean, you can save them all, but it is a lot of goddamn clutter
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was a basement worth of stuff. Like my
that your wife then has to discreetly throw out while you're not looking.
or while you're dead.
While you're dead.
That's
Quick, before he's undead.
yeah, it's a big thing that my grandma didn't want to deal with, but she had to. And you know what? My grandma is one of those people that literally throws things out the second that she's done with it. Like there is no emotional attachment, sentimental attachment, anything. So I think that she actually, like after my grandpa died, she got the most pleasure throwing all his things out from the 50s. And he died in 2013. So she was like, this is amazing.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
For the stuff, we are done. Yeah. Susan said so many papers to go through. My mom kept everything. Oh, Susan, I'm really sorry for your loss. I know that was very recent, and I'm really sorry.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Kayla said my dad's Italian as well. It's not get anything. Yep. Beep, beep. But on that note, I'm also thankful for Susan's massages, which was like the best massage I ever got of my life in my own house. Yes. So we had the meetup 2014. I had a lot of like tension or whatever because I was pregnant with Zachary, and Susan came and gave me a massage, and it was awesome, and I'm very grateful for it because Jay and I have both picked up techniques from that one time that she did it, where I'm like, oh, do it this way like Susan did, and we still do that. So yes, very grateful for that.
Speaking of meetups though, like we've said this before, but like how extra awesome is the next one going to be? That's the thing about like this whole break. Like I was really sad that it was canceled, but it's gonna everything's gonna be a little bit sweeter afterwards.
Yeah.
JP asked if the cat was watching. Maybe.
Jealously.
Awesome. I learned some techniques. I did. I really did. Thank you, girlfriend. I really did. But yes. So on that note, though, thank you everybody for playing. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you to the patrons. If you'd like to make a patron, you can go to janejack.com/ no, I'm sorry. You can go to patreon.com/janejack. Merchandise. Actually, I wrote this down. We are working with, so we're doing the Twitter Secret Santa. I'm sorry, not Twitter Secrets. We're doing the Patron Secret Santa. And I have been working with Jacob to come up with some new merchandise for the channel, or the network rather, for the network. And, it's not finalized yet, but the deadline for the Secret Santa is Black Friday, and hopefully we'll have that all up and ready to go, shortly before then or shortly thereafter. So that should be fun. So, if you want to do something like that, we will have that hopefully by the time you're hearing this or within a few days afterwards. But I'm really excited. So yes. But if you are a patron, you can go to, I will put out an email and you can click on the link and do the Patron Secret Santa. If you'd like to contribute any feedback to anything that you've heard, you can email us thebroadcasters3@gmail.com or give us a call at 331-276-2373. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I've got. Thank you everybody so much for joining us and for participating this year. I think the central theme of everybody's what we're thankful for is in this time of 2020 craziness is the community that we've built here, and we appreciate you listening to us and joining us every week. It's been really nice to get to know some people more. And JP, whenever you want to do another Jackbox night, high five. I'm in. I gave a high five, but I did a thumbs up. Thumbs up.
It's both.
So yeah. But yeah, does anybody else have anything?
Nope.
Nope, just to second everything you just said.
All right. Well, thank you, friends. On that note, my name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy 200.
Happy 200.
Yes, happy 200.
Bye.
See you on the other side of 200.
Yeah, see you at 201.
See you at 201. Bring our walkers.
All right. Well, that's